Some breaking news coming at you on a Monday night. This is Philadelphia 76ers Now by Chat Sports. I'm Chase Sr. So glad that all of you are here with us. Philadelphia signing Kelly Oubre Jr. to a one-year contract, according to Oubre Jr. We're going to break it down, talk about what it means, that and a whole lot more coming your way. First, though, this is why you subscribe to the channel. Look, when the Sixers make a move, we talk about it here on the program. Now, my job at Chat Sports, I also cover the NFL. So I'm very busy right now that football season is officially here. But again, when the Sixers make a move, I'm always down to hop on the mic and dissect it. And once the season gets closer in here, you can expect the same great coverage right here on 76ers Now. Let's get to 12,000 subscribers and we continue to shoot toward that goal. So Oubre Jr. with the news just moments ago that free agent guard forward wing Kelly Oubre Jr. going to sign a one-year deal with Philadelphia, sources tell ESPN. He continued by saying Oubre, who averaged 20 points per game for Charlotte last year, could get significant opportunities on the wing with the uncertainty around James Harden. New news on that James Harden front. Los Angeles Clippers have bowed out of the James Harden trade sweepstakes. That news came out on Monday. So right now, James Harden seems to be without a home. But Daryl Morey, players on this Sixers roster, the organization seems to be willing to give him a home if he can get past that awkward relationship right now with Daryl Morey, which doesn't seem to be in a good spot. And we know that Harden seems to be a sensitive guy. He can get in his feelings and holds a grudge for a long time. That's why he's forced his way out of Houston as well as the Brooklyn Nets and is now trying to do the same thing with Philadelphia. But Woj making the note there that maybe the Sixers envision Oubre Jr. having a pretty significant role. And throughout his NBA career, he's been on teams in which he has had the opportunity to play a lot. After his rookie year, minutes per game down the line, 20 minutes per game, 27 and a half, 28 minutes per, 26, 29 and a half, 34 and a half, 30.7, 26.3, and 32.3. Played 48 games for the Hornets this past year. It was cut short because of injury. Outside of that, he's been on the move a couple of times, was drafted by the Washington Wizards, went to the Phoenix Suns, Golden State Warriors, Charlotte Hornets, and now with the Sixers here. I think that Philadelphia, and why I don't hate this move, was in need and had a need for a young athletic wing. And Kelly Oubre Jr. certainly fits that profile. He helps give the Sixers some juice in that area. He can get up and down the floor fast, and he can make some things happen from that guard wing spot, off an action, off a cut. Even with his dribble drive and his ball handling ability, Kelly Oubre Jr. is capable. I wish that he was a better three-point shooter. If he was, he wouldn't be on the free agent market this long. He'd be getting paid more money, and he'd be a really valuable player. But the lack of three-point production and efficiency is a big reason why at 6'7", athletic, still young at 27 years old, he struggled to find a job up to this point. Now, he is coming off a career season as far as points scored. 20.3 points per game last year for an awful Hornets team. So take that with a grain of salt. He was asked to put the biscuit in the basket. He did that. He did his role to high levels of success, at least in scoring the basketball, but it came on a bad team. And he now brings the Sixers training camp roster to about 21 players. Fifth NBA team for him. Former first-round pick, as I said, who played his college ball at Kansas. The size, 6'7", 203. Again, 27, so he's still young and can still improve on what he's accomplished so far in his NBA career. 15th overall pick all the way back in the 2015 NBA draft. So when he came out of Kansas, after obviously a short stint there, he was an extremely young player because he's been in the league since 2015, and he's still only 27 years old. To start 3+ seasons with the Wizards, he was actually drafted by the Atlanta Hawks, traded to the Wizards, a season and a half with the Suns. That's where I really thought he started to find his groove and his confidence as a basketball player. I was fascinated with him going to the Golden State Warriors because I wanted to see how he was going to be able to play alongside Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, but the Warriors at that point dealing with injuries, lack of success, very up and down season, and Oubre kind of even complained about his role under head coach Steve Kerr, and then the last 2 years with the Charlotte Hornets. My concern here is that when he's played on a quality team, that's when he struggled a little bit. When he's been on a bad team, you might look at the numbers and say, hold on, the Philadelphia 76ers just signed a guy to a one-year deal who's 27, who averaged 20 points per game last year. The issue is when he's been on a good team, playing with quality players, that's when he's just struggled a little bit, not as efficient and not as productive, kind of a good stats, bad team player. Now, yes, you look at the numbers last year, 20 points per game, 5 rebounds. He can get somewhat active on the glass, give you effort defensively, 43.1% from the field. This is the problem, though. Less than 32% on his three-point tries. And the three-point numbers have really been an issue for him throughout his career. As a rookie, 31.5%, then 28.7, 34.1, 32 flat, 31.1, 32.5, 35.2, 31.5, 34.5, and last year, 31.9. So never in his career has he had a season of 36%. The best one came in 2019-2020 at 35.2%. So again, that's kind of the issue of what's holding him back a little bit. And I think the Sixers roster, like one of my coworkers, Harrison, made a great point as I was leaving the office today, and we were talking some Sixers, and I wanted to come home to do this video because no producers were available at the time to do something in studio. Everybody's just kind of tied up at the Monday Night Football doubleheader. And he's like, what a weird roster the Sixers have. And I'm like, yeah, it screams second-round exit once again. You know, you don't know what's going to happen with James Harden. You have two bona fide cornerstones in Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid. You have an overpriced, solid player in Tobias Harris. What happens with P.J. Tucker? You have Patrick Beverley. You brought back Danny Green. Paul Reed is going to run it back with Philadelphia. I like that move, but you're paying him more than $8 million. Does Terquavion Smith end up making it? Can George Springer make the team? Philip Petrusev is going to have a spot on an NBA roster. So this is a very weird Sixers team. And in order for them to get past that hurdle of the second round, which they have not escaped since 2001 when the Sixers played in the NBA Finals against the Los Angeles Lakers, that was the year that Allen Iverson won MVP, Embiid Max is going to have to take a huge leap. And who knows what happens to James Harden? Is he going to come into camp in shape? Is he going to report to camp at all? Sixers will be, I believe, at Colorado State, definitely in Colorado for some training camp. Is he going to show up? Is he going to be overweight? Is he going to be in the fat man suit? Is he not going to care? Remember when Ben Simmons wanted to get dealt? He came to training camp and Doc Rivers sent his ass home because he wasn't putting forward any effort. He had his damn cell phone in his pocket as he was doing drills. Is James Harden going to do the same thing and then cause the friction and the awkwardness? He's homies with Patrick Beverley, P.J. Tucker. Will they side with him or will they say, James, one thing that you're missing on your mantle in your NBA career, All-Stars, first-team All-NBA, scoring titles, MVPs, it's an NBA championship. You even said last year, best opportunity for you to finally win that NBA championship. You didn't complain about your role until you did. Now, play on the 1 year. Nobody wants you, not even the destination you want to go to in the Los Angeles Clippers. You're still making good coin. So just go all in this year on winning a championship. Then if you want that money and you want to leave after that, that's fine, right? Because at this point of your career, you know, if you do play well, can you get more money next year? Maybe. Is it going to be a long-term deal? No, not at this point of your career. But you can at least improve your stock a little bit if you play basketball this year. You don't play basketball at all. I don't see how James Harden increases his value one bit. So we'll see what happens with Harden. That directly impacts how much Kelly Oubre is going to play. But a younger athletic player, length, at that wing spot, 6'7", 203. He can jump, willing defender. Wish he was a better three-point shooter. He's not. If he was, again, he wouldn't have waited this long to sign with the team because another team would have offered him a deal. So another reminder, please hit that subscribe button here on 76ers Now. I know the content has slowed down a little bit as the NFL has ramped up. Please understand, been so busy. It's also the slowest part of the NBA calendar. So again, when the Sixers make a move, going to talk about it here on the show and keep you in the know year-round on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Sixers. Enjoy the Monday Night Football, I guess, double back-to-back game slate tonight. I know I will for sure, and we'll catch you next time here on the show. Thank you so much for watching.